Heaven's Time, Brother Rick, and you're watching Remnant News videos. And once again, we have another breaking news, y'all. Man, it keeps getting better and better. 2024, full of exposure, y'all. Woo, watch this.
JonBenete Ramsay, child beauty queen, singer, dancer. She now has a new name, Katy Perry, musician, model, actress. So-called Katy Perry has her fake birthday on October 25th, 1984, which is 6 years earlier to JonBenete Ramsay, the real her, born on August 6th, 1990. JonBenete's fake death was staged on December the 25th of 1996. Have a look at the multiple planetary alignment on the day of her fake death. But first, you need to know that the Hollywood is controlled by the Illuminati, and the Illuminati runs the CIA. And so it is nearly impossible for a celebrity to fake their death and take on a new identity without CIA involvement. The Illuminati plan major events to coincide with multiple planetary alignments. For those who may wonder why there is an illustration of multiple planetary alignments, an illustration of the planet positions on the date of the staged and faked death, this is the reason. This has nothing to do with astrology. It is merely signs in the skies, something that is mentioned in the Bible, in the New Testament. In fact, something the true Christians are to look for in the end times. Here is some information that would be extremely helpful in order to discern these signs better.
Let's begin with a quick summary of the meaning of the planets. What does each of the planets symbolize to the Illuminati? At the center of our solar system, the Sun represents the all-seeing eye, or the god of light. For the Illuminati, Mercury, being so close to the scorching Sun, represents the devil. Venus represents sexual promiscuity, what the world calls love. The Earth represents those being controlled by the other planets. At least that is the Illuminati interpretation. The Moon simply represents another goddess that the occult people worship. Mars represents war and military strength. To the Illuminati, it also represents the enemy. Jupiter represents personified divine authority. Jupiter represents the so-called divine authority that is currently manifesting through the Antichrist in the religious arena. At this point in human history, it represents the one seated in Rome, Anti-Pope Francis. Jupiter represents the false authority that also manifests in the feminine form through Queen Jezebel. The planet Saturn is personified by the Baphomet and the sower, who sows seeds. In these end times, Saturn represents Obama, who is the Antichrist, who rules over the political arena, the enemy incarnate, seated in the White House. Uranus represents the false heaven, the occult version of heaven. Neptune represents the beast coming out of the sea, the one who holds the trident. Neptune is just another symbol for the enemy. Pluto, the coldest and furthest planet from the Sun, represents hell, or the false god of the underworld. The minor planet Ceres, located inside the orbit of Jupiter, represents harvest time, the close of the age.
While this may be difficult to believe, the fact that Perry is Ramsay, do not be concerned. I will share some more proofs with you. Ramsay and Perry share the same eye color, an icy cold greyish steel blue color. Ramses also has very large eyes in relation to the rest of her face, and so does Perry, since they are the same person. They both have the same teeth positions. They share the same ear contours. They share the same color hair roots. They share the same upper lip contour and cheek dimples. They share identical facial expressions. They share the same skills, singer and dancer. Now, as for evidence tampering, the photos on Google Images have not only been flipped, but some of the most important photos, the ones that reveal the specific features of the ear contours, have been visibly sprayed over with Photoshop paint, and this tampering is clearly visible once the image is enlarged using photo editing programs. And the reason they are flipped is that Ramsay has an identifying mole on her neck. In addition, the quality of the photos of Ramses in her youth has been deliberately and systematically diminished to the point where her identifying features are extremely blurry. Are we, the public, supposed to believe that there are only a handful of high-resolution images of one of the most photographed children in the last 2 decades? Of course not. The multiple blurred images of JonBenete are the result of evidence tampering for the purpose of covering up a crime. Sit through the video and I will lead you to the source of the ultimate proof. Now moving to the next death faker.